Hi everyone. How you doing? Hi Jim. Nice to see you. Let's see. I'm glad to see everybody here today. I'll stop that and I'm going to go on over to my comments. So, how's everybody been? It's been busy for me. I think it's been busy for everyone. Sewing on the Bluff. Hi. How you doing? That's Lori. Yep. I know you, Lori. I know you by your name, Lori, more than your channel name. So, and Jessica's here, and Katie Crafts, Mona's here, and Katie, the Greenland Quilter, has joined us today. And let's see, did I miss any? Oh, Joe from Vintage Style by Joe is here. And anyway, welcome to Sew and Talk Tuesdays. This is Sherry, and welcome to my quilting world. I'm going to be using my phone here so I can see everyone's chat a lot easier than looking at the other screen. I placed my screens a different way so I'd be looking more on at you instead of away from you. But I will look away ever so often. Hi, Mike. Nice to see you. Well, I'm glad that it's nothing's better than watching a live while you sew. You know, I like to get on and see who's on, and I can sit there and listen and watch and sew. That's what I like to do. Fraternity's here. Hello. Again, hi, Katie's Crafts. Nice to see you. Christina. That must be Christina then. Okay, I'm still learning names. So, hey, I have something I have to share with you if you don't mind. You want to? I showed it on YouTube, but it didn't get a very good picture of it. So I'm going to see if I can get it to come up here, and it just takes about a minute, and you'll be able to share this little gem with you. It's a Bernina 125. It is vintage. It's 80 years old. We took it in to get it maintenanced, and because the feed dogs wasn't feeding. They had it for over 6 weeks, was unable to get it fixed. So my husband picked it up, brought it home, looked at it, and within a half hour, he had it running. So here in a second, I'm going to show you it running. Okay. I just put a scrap piece in, and I'm going to listen to it purr. It is so nice. And it does have a knee lift, so you can use this. It has a little case that looks like a suitcase in it. Have a nice day. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go back up to me and make sure I'm on. It's wanting to give. There I go. There we go. I thought it is beautiful. I got it about a year ago. It was on Marketplace, and the lady wanted 125 or something for it, and I got it for 100. We met her in a storage locker, and I wanted to check it out and make sure it was running good, and plug it in because there would a plug there, but my hubby was in a hurry, so I didn't get to check everything out. But that little machine is tiny, but it weighs a ton. It has to weigh over 30 pounds. Has to. It's like I can hardly lift it. And then it comes with the little brown case that looks like a little suitcase. I can't lift that once that's on there. But yeah, zigzags and everything. But we tried to get it to work. We downloaded the manual. It is a Swedish made. This one, so it has the converter, the transformer that converts from what 220 to 110. I think that's what you call it. And so oh, I just lost my train of thought. But anyhow, it was made in Sweden. And so the manual that we got downloaded was all in Swiss or Sweden, German, Dutch. So and the pictures were real dark. We changed the belt. We did a few things, got things moving, but it just wasn't doing it all the way. So we took it in to get it fixed. And they had it, I would say 6 weeks to 2 months. Kept on oiling it, kept on trying to get that loose because that the feed dog was like stuck. And so my husband picked it up, and the lady says, yeah, the serviceman had tried, and she showed him what part he had tried. Well, he got home and he thought, I can fix this. And he did. Within a half hour, he had it running, and it runs so smooth. I did the bobbins and everything on it. So, yeah, it is pretty. Oh, well, this, Mona, when I took it up to the Bernina dealer, and she happens to have one, but mine's older. Mine is older and is, let me see, was made in Sweden. Hers was American made. Or imported over from there. And so she was all interested in it. Everybody wanted to see it. And they did. He didn't want to tear it apart. He didn't want to go through it and tear it down. He was afraid to do that. But, you know, it gets to the point where if you can't get it running, you don't have nothing to lose, but only to gain, or it stays the same. So, hi, Deb. How are you doing? Vintage machines do last forever. You know, you just have to take care of them. Now we're getting a different light bulb for it because that light bulb is so hot, and it's a metal case, casing the whole machine is, and you touch that on the side and you could burn your fingers on it. So he ordered the LED light to put it in. So anyway, that's what was happening there. I've got a few things I know. Remember when we went and we had Lisa had her virtual retreat on her Discord channel, and Zaza showed us how to do these pins. Well, I made the pins. I did numbers and letters, and I've used them. And those earring backs, I'll show you. Whoop. Those earring backs work so good, and I didn't glue anything. And I already had pins that had these little colored baubles on the top. So, hi, Donnell. How you doing? Yeah, so, okay, this was my FOMO. I did this. Then Lisa showed us how to do the electric quilt 8, EQ8. I ordered that, so it'll be in about 7 days. I had it before, but I needed to upgrade for the new computer I had. So, everybody doing good? Good. I can either get right into my demo, or I'll show you a couple pictures of what I've been working on, and then I'll go back and show you some more, okay, while we're waiting for more people to come in. Let's see if I can find the one that is at the beginning. I know I'm turned away from you, but okay. Let's see where this comes in. I'm going to have to switch. Okay. Remember the half square log cabin I was making? Well, this is what I ended up doing with it. I haven't quilted it yet. Donnell is doing better if she wasn't working. Oh, you're welcome, Deb. Hi, Zaza. I was just showing. I'm gonna go off of this one here, and I'll go back here. I was just showing them what I made. Look at these. I ordered those right away, and I already had the pins that had the heads on them like this, so that was fun. I was doing that. Let's see. I'm going to show you another picture of a quilt I did. Well, same one. Let me see. We'll add this one. Okay. Here. Let's see if it switches. There it did. This is the one that I did where I cut up the different squares, different sizes. And so I quilted that one. Thank you, Zaza. That I liked this fabric that I did in the inner border, and then I did that in the binding. I really liked that. Let's see. This is the back of it, the quilting that I did on it. I'm just going to go ahead and go through these. Here's one. Remember, I was talking about the big block, the swoon quilt. Well, this is one I got done. These are ones I got done this last week. So I really liked how this turned out. And this is the back of it. Oh, no, this is a close-up. That's the design I did. I like this. This is one. I have a hard time because I end up liking my quilts and I get attached to them. Thank you for saying it's pretty. Let me see. What do we got here? That's the back of it. See, this is the front, and it has those colors in them. So I had this fabric, and I decided, hey, I'm going to use that. I'll just show this little gem with you. It's a Bernina 1. I didn't mean to get this one to come on, but I will get to my next picture here. I guess that's it. You know, I had more. Where did they all go? I guess I didn't get them all in. I have two more. That should be coming up here. Let's see. Oh, it's giving me a little bit of trouble here. It wants to do. Now I can't get back into here. There I go. Oh. Well, it wants to stay with this. It wants to stay. It wants the spotlight today. Let's see if I can get it to remove from stage. Hey, one way or the other, we get it figured out, right? Yeah, Zaza Katie's in here today. I had two more quilts I wanted to show you, but I took pictures, but evidently I didn't get them downloaded right. So That'll be the next time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, put my phone up here so I can kind of see you. And I am going to clear off my desk a little bit. This is what we're sewing today. Mona, it's not a bib, but it could be. Thanks, Katie. But anyhow, what I did is I decided this would be a cute bag to either be a produce bag, beach bag, take to the shower if you're camping, something like that. And I boxed the sides, and you just knot it. So I'm just going to show you how easy it is. But I'm going to turn this inside out so that when I get back, you'll be able to see. Well, I'll show you what I did. So what I ended up doing is that I have a serger, so I serged my bottom seam, and then I boxed the corners, and I serged them. But I did do an extra seam on the straight stitch machine just to reinforce it. But I'm going to switch cameras here. I'm going to see, yeah, produce bag. I thought it would be kind of cute. I could just see it as a produce bag, or going to the pool and putting your sunglasses, your books, and things like that in there, you know. But I made the first one. Well, I remade that one because I had the openings small enough that you wouldn't be able to fit a head of cabbage in. You could get your hand in, but you're not going to get anything like that in. So, all right. So I am going to switch down here, if you don't mind. I've got everything here, don't I? Let's see. I think you can see pretty good there. What I did, if you want to know how to make this, the width of my fabric is 21 inches wide, 46 inches in length. You can adjust yours. Hi, Sharon, how you doing? You can adjust yours in width and in length, whatever you want to do. It'd be a cute little purse for a little girl to carry. So what I have done is, this is folded in half. I folded this over probably a 1/4 inch or so and pressed it. Then I folded it again, pressed it, and I top stitched it. You will do that all the way down and on both sides. This gives a finished seam on the inside. Now this is not finished. So what I'm going to do now is I will lay this out. Try to look where the middle is. And I start kind of pleating it, or folding it, gathering it up. Yep, grocery bag. A quick little bag. I'm going to hold this here till I get this straightened out. Okay, so see, I just kind of pleated it just so I could hold it. Have to excuse me here. I am going to, I want to find the middle. Let me see. I'm going to lift this up a little bit. There. I'm showing you the bottom of it, but I'm going to find the middle at this point, but I still have my hand in here. I'm right-handed, so I am going to make my right fabric longer because I'm going to tie a knot. Okay. So I just grab a hold of it, bring it around. And you always hope that it works. Okay, now I can see that it's pretty good. See? So now I'm just going to kind of play a little bit with my knot to make sure it still stays pretty even. And I can tighten that more when I go to sew it. Any questions so far? Okay, Lori. Hi, Giovanna. We're making a bag. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this. And see these finished seams that I had finished? I'm going to match up my bottom. And I measured up 8 inches. If you want yours more or less, you can. You know, if you want it bigger, if you want to make it higher in the back and bigger deeper in the front, the opening, you can do that too. So I'm just going to put a little pin here just so I know where I'm going to start. And I will turn it around, do the same thing to this side. Let me see. I'm going to go 8 inches here. Okay, I don't think you have to. I'm going to see which camera I want to have you see. So I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Everybody okay? Good. Good, good. Okay, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to take my side seams. Can you see me? Let me take the side seam. I'm going to sew down here, but I'm going to backstitch and backstitch. And I think I will sew it to where I'm going right alongside that folded seam that I did. This is a 15-minute project, if that. It's a project that's good to show somebody who's learning how to sew. Okay, that side's done. And now I'll do the other one. Get my pen out. Hope you can see my hand's not in the way so much. Now I did not press this. Oh, I would press this open normally, but at this moment I'm not going to. Now I'm going to take the seam side and the seam side and put it together. Match the seams up and pin it. I'm going to take a second and see how you're doing. Any questions so far? And I'll give you the measurements again if you decide that you would like it. Yeah, you can make this. It is a pretty cool project to do. I'm just putting enough pins in just to keep this lined up down here. And you could do a 1/2 inch seam allowance if you're going to serge. You do a 1/4 inch if you're going to do the like a zigzag to finish it off. So now I'm just going to sew. I did a 1/4 inch here. Now, when you are doing your serger, these little seams right here are thick. Even going over my sewing machine, but it went. If you want, you can double stitch it to enforce the seam, also to make sure that you don't get the bottom falling out of it. Okay, now I back stitched it. Now what I would do, which I'm not going to, I would serge this. Now I know that you could serge it and be done with it, but let me see. I'm going to try to get it to where you can see me too. Okay, there you go. Yeah, where you can serge it and be done with it. But I always like to do the extra seam for reinforcement in that. Then, so if you can see how this is, I gotta see which, I don't know what camera I'm on now. Let's see. I think I'm on this one. No, I'm on that one. Okay. If you can see, I did the seams are together. Here's the knot. Okay. So now I'll open this up. And I just want to make sure that this seam is pretty much in the middle. I'll try to. And I believe that I did 2.5 inch. Okay. 2.5 inch box seams. So what I do is take my ruler, go to the tip, find the 2.5, and if you want to, you can mark it. I just got a pencil here. You can mark it so you can see the line. Okay, and you will go ahead and sew this back stitch. Ran out of thread, or my thread broke. Yeah, my thread broke. Well, I will get it threaded here. I'm going to switch this up here. Okay, so let's see. Get this going. Those things happen, don't they? This is a real easy job if you have a serger. But it's just as easy doing it with a zigzag or a cover stitch or that too. So let's see. Can I get this in here and get this thread? Ooh, first time. These new glasses are working out fine. Okay. So I drew a line so I could see, have a visual. You just want to make sure that this seam is kind of going down the middle. Okay. I'll do the same exact thing again on the other end. And I like to make sure that my seams are going in the same direction on the bottom, just so they don't get twisted. This is basically in the middle. 2.5 inches from the tip is what I'm doing. Oh, this marker works better. It's darker. You'll be able to see it better. Okay, now I'll take it back under. Okay, you can still see. So I'm getting my scissors out. If you want, you can use pinking shears if you have them, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I do have them in here. I think these are sharp ones. So I'm going to cut this triangle off. Oh, yeah, that works good. See? Pink that edge. And that's your bag. Flip it inside out. Get your box, bottom box pleats. See how it boxed it out? I got to see which way I turned it. There you go. There's your bag. You can adjust these to be tighter or whatever. So now I got two matchies. So if anybody has any questions, just ask and I'll answer. Yes, a French seam would work good. Giovanna, you could do that. Thank you. Thank you. I thought they were cute. You know, even if a person does bicycling and, you know, does things like that, you can put those on the handlebars, go to the grocery store, grab what you need, and off you go again. Golf cart, put it in, keep your golf balls in there. I don't know if you want to do that, but yes, it is very fast to do. You could see that all I did was sew my edges to make sure. Now, if I wanted to, I could have serged my edges, but I didn't want to change my thread because I have white in it. If I wanted to match it more, then I could have serged it, but I think it looks good like this finished off. And then you can just go ahead and boom, measure and do the sides, find the middle, tie the knot, sew up the sides up to 8 inches, then fold it in half the other way by matching the seams, and sew the bottom, do the triangle box corners, and you're done. That's fast. That is fast. Yeah, to go shopping, that's what I thought it would be. Hi, Denise. Okay, you got back, huh? Zaza, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you were gone. I was busy someone. So anyway, this is my project that I thought I'd bring to you. Now I got two bags that are identical, so I can do whatever I want. Well, no, I am going to give one to my grandson's girlfriend, and that she likes it. So one of them I'll keep, and it'll go in my car, and one will be for her. So there you go. Let's see what else is going. Oh, I'll give you the measurements. I use 21 wide by 46 inch in length. You can adjust that, you know, if you want to. I guess I wasn't going to, there it did. Now it switched. And let me see, 8-inch side seams. I used 2.5 for box seams. So anyhow, one thing I accomplished this week, is I got my surgery threaded. The needle had broke, my left needle broke, and I just let it go months and didn't do anything with it. And then I decided, I really have things I would like to use that on. So I got it done. First time through of rethreading, and it did the chain. Now I had to have my husband put the needle in because I couldn't get it in there and tighten that screw. They have it's like a hex screw or something that you have to do. Yes, Giovanna, 21 by 46. Oh, so Zaza, you didn't say you were going. Okay, that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to have us keep tabs on you. We know that you're going to be fine. I have used one needle, and I could have used one needle because it was my left one that broke. The right needle was still good, but and I have a brother, Simplicity serger. So I would have shown you how I serge it, but my back would have been to you, and I wouldn't have been able to talk to you as much. And that. Anyone else have any projects that they're doing, quickies that they want to share with us at all? I wanted to let you know I have a special guest coming on next week if you want to join me. She's special. All my guests are special. And it is Giovanna. And let me see. Casadio? I think I'm saying that right. She will be joining us and sharing with us her story and her craft and what she does. And she has a YouTube channel also. And she's just going to come in and help be my sidekick, and and we're going to have some fun. So look forward to that next Tuesday. Oh, so Giovanna, you have a Bernina serger and a machine. I like Bernina. I had a used Bernina sewing machine, and it was nice. I liked all the feet that you could get with it. You could order all those feet. And then I ended up selling it. I shouldn't have done that, but I liked it. Giovanna's blushing. It will be good. It's going to be good to have her on and that. So the weather here today is not raining. It is cooler. It's like in the low 70s. I guess that's not cool, but it's supposed to be hot by Thursday. It's supposed to go up into the 90s and have humidity for this next week. So I don't know. Hey, it's okay that Giovanna, that your serger and your machine is old ones. The old ones, to tell you the truth, can be the best. The other ones, our new ones, sure, they have the bells and whistles, and we can do all the things with them. We can embroider and we can do all fancy stuff, but you get on the older machines and you start using them, and it's just like, it's nice. You got to get used to it a little bit. I mean, there's no thread cutter or a threader. You're the threader and you're the thread cutter. Good. I'm glad. Now, I haven't seen an older Bernina serger before, but I know that that's a good company. You have to think that machine that I showed earlier at the beginning is 80 years old. I think the only reason why it locked up is that somebody probably had it stored somewhere in a hot attic or didn't oil it or run it. And we're fortunate that we were able to get it running again. So I set it up. I got a little mat that I had sewn before, and I had leftover fabric. So I put binding on it, and I put it underneath the machine. I think I'll just leave it up for a while. Does anyone else have? I know Mona has molder machines. And Deb, you had that Necky. Is that what you called it? That's an older machine. Those are nice. I'm checking to see how everyone's doing here. Sharon, what have you been up to? And Lori's listening in because she's in the car. Hi, Lori. Just want to give you a shout out. Oh, that gives me. Let's see if I can get this. I want to exit the full screen because I want to give you guys a chance. Let's see if I can find it now. I want to give it you guys. I have to go to the banners. Okay. Now you can drop your channels. Put it on there. Katie has a channel, and the Greenland Quilter. And today, at I think 5 or 4, Katie, you can confirm it. You're doing your crocheting with your crocheting friends, right? And so that's something new that she's doing on her channel, crocheting and knitting. I'm coming back through because I want to give a shout out to. Okay, Joe was the first one in the chat today, and she has a channel, Vintage Style by Joe. And if you want to have little things that you can sew up fast and you can do and have gifts, that's a wonderful channel to do. And she's so kind-hearted because she gives so much to the Animal Humane Society for the animals and the rescues. And so anything that you buy off of her Etsy or her YouTube channel, anything she brings in, she donates back to those shelters and that. So, and that's really, really nice. So she does a lot of charity, dog charity, and kitty and pet. And she has a new little bunny that's just as cute as could be. Now, Mona has a channel, and she joins Deb S. and Lisa, the Awkward Quilter, GA, and Deb S., the Pug Mama Quilter. They get together and they do a session with each other, and that's always enjoyable. I like their bantering back and forth. They're entertaining, and then they do their own individual channels and that. So join them, see what's going on. So, and on the Bluff, Lori, she comes on Mondays mornings. I believe it's at 10 o'clock. And she's been sharing a lot with us, and it's been good. It's been good to see her on there and talk. Katie's Craft. And let me see who else. Katie Crafts. Mike, do you have it? I forgot if I've seen your channel, if you have it. New York Beauty. Now I'm going to get myself in trouble, aren't I? And Donnell Stitchery. She does a lot of things. She has a lot going on right now. She's a busy woman. She works full time, and she does videos and sessions and Zooms full time also. Deb has done really good. Deb and Mona both have just gotten the cutie system are set up. And so they're going to they've been working on that, getting themselves familiar with that. And if I did not shout out your name, and even if I did, please put your link down in there and share it with us. You guys probably saying, but everybody that's on here already knows my channel. No embroidery machine for you, Mona? I don't mind it. I started before with an embroidery machine, and it was such a pain. You just start. They've changed. They've improved a lot. Because before you walk away and the thread would jam. Then you got this knot and a hole in your shirt. And I don't do a lot of embroidery, but on the machine. But sometimes it's fun. But yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, and it's another thing that you put a lot of money out in patterns for that. Okay, Giovanna did Debs. Thank you, Giovanna. Introverts. Mike and I are allowed introverts. Well, I love you both. You're good people. And I get to see Zaza. She's going to be on at 4 on she I don't know what to say. She does a video session with okay, my mind just went Paper Peace Society, and on Tuesdays she does that, and you have to belong to the Paper Peace Society to see it. Which, if you're into English paper piecing, I would say join it. It is good. So much information. At least Beck, the one who is the founder, is so good at teaching and so good at explaining things and gives you so much information that's available to you that it's really worth it. They said that this year is the year of scrappy, using scrappy quilts and doing scrappy things. And it is. And I don't know if it's just the circles I'm running with or not, but I tell you what, English paper piecing, EPP, has really gotten hot. So it's taken over this the other half of the year. It has really gotten to be hot for people to do. And I think it's because you can sit there and you can sew, and it's just mindless thinking and doing that. So yeah, Deb. Oh yeah, the serger can be pretty handy. The only thing is that you got to get over. It's the fact of when you thread it, that sometimes it can be aggravating to you, but you do one step at a time. Have your book out, you do it, you work on it, and if you do it right, it turns out right. But today they're a lot easier. They have the diagrams that you can see for threading and that. Well, Deb, you could get a used serger. They're pretty cheap. I'd like, they have the ones that they blow the air and thread it, but I'm not sure. It's like threading it that where it starts isn't a problem. It's all the other parts that go before, the path that goes before. Oh yeah, not Mike's not as much a introvert as he's more quiet, reclusive artist. Well, that's true, huh? Let me see. Zaza says not buying an embroidery machine, as that's another rabbit hole. You're right. I don't need to go down. You're right. Unless you're going to do it, you have a good reason to have it. You're going to do a business, do you have grandchildren or children, you want to do a lot of things like that, then it's fun, but it's too much money to invest in. You never make good money out of it. Well, isn't that true with any craft? There was somebody that says to my husband, oh, one of his coworkers, he was showing them around the sewing area and the machines. He says, oh, I'd like to have one of her quilts. And how much are they? I says, you wouldn't want to pay the price. No one wants, you wouldn't want to pay the price for what it would cost, because by the time, and people don't understand that you might have 200, 250 in fabric, and then you might have another 200 and having it quilted, depending on what size it is. And then your time. And a lot of people just don't understand that. I don't either. I don't unthread my serger Giovanna. I use I tie it off and do it. But you know how sometimes a thread will break and then you got to go back through for that thread. But oh yeah, changing the colors and that. As long as you have the thread. Yeah. Yeah. Zaza's right. You're okay tying it off when you're changing threads. But if a thread breaks, depending on which one it is, sometimes if it's I'm going to say the 3 and the 4, then you have to redo those. So it doesn't necessarily always like to do let you do one of them. So, well, anybody have anything they want to share with me before I get off of here? I know it's a little early, but I'm little Miss Speedy Gonzalez here. Had to go right through it. By the way, I made this too, but I had made this a long time ago. And this is a vintage salt or pepper shaker that I picked up at Goodwill. Cherry has old machines. Yeah. She works on them. She's a keeper. Yeah. And Joe is it's very sweet, and she is a fantastic crafter. You're right. I'm just checking the messages here, seeing if you guys are behaving. Well, Zaza, she says I want to get off to watch Elise. Oh, that's that. I'm down that rabbit hole, girl. You took me down it. I asked questions and you brought me right along with you. Say, hang on to my apron strings. I'll take you along with me. But it's fun. I enjoy it. It's worth it, and it's something that's not expensive to do. It is very inexpensive to do. Especially to start out with. So, anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off. I don't think any of you have anything else to say. It does take a lot of time to do crafts, and that there's certain things that there's just time and money into it. And I think that if we do our craft because we love it, we'll always enjoy it. When it has to be your sole income, you can love it and it can be great. But when you take the fun out of it, and then you got to back off, rethink, because you want your stuff that you do, your craft, or your to be your peaceful place to go and give you confidence. Well, who's Elise? Well, Giovanna, you got an ear? Elise is Elise Beck, and she is the founder of Paper Piece Society. She does the English paper piecing. She's very good. And she puts on YouTube videos and videos otherwise. You could see her on YouTube. Just put in Elise Beck, and you'll see a lot of her videos. But then she has where you can join a club or a society or something and get a lot of stuff in there too. Yes, she's worth watching if you guys are at all interested. Oh, she's a master, and you are her grasshopper. Zaza, you are her grasshopper. You're mini master. So anyway, I enjoyed today. I enjoyed getting to spend some time with you. I appreciate you being here, giving me your time. You can give a thumbs up if you'd like. Like and share my channel if you're new here. Subscribe. I'd like that. So I'll try to give you something good to go on. But remember, next week, it's Giovanna. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see y'all in the chats. And take care. God bless.